Commencing mission.
Feel this fear.
Thanks. I hope we can do this. We're fighting now?
I have no time for this.
Is this gonna help?
Know your defeat.
Hey, so this job...
Cram it with walnuts, pal. Ain't nobody gave you permission to speak to Mama.
Now, babe, it's all right. Yuzuki is a nice young man. We like Yuzuki.
I'm sorry, Mumsy.
His voice seems quite mature for a baby.
Oh, don't I know it. He had to grow up fast to make up for my scatterbrained ways. And now for an important announcement. When you fix 4 instances of the past, you'll get paid! So that means you only need, Sorry, which scarecrow is this again?
Number 4.
Ah, right. Oh, I swear I would forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. The wavy-haired girl is stunned.
She thought her friends were going to betray her by pledging themselves to each other. But instead, her bespectacled friend has confessed feelings for her. I went out with him once because I didn't know how to get out of it, whispers the bespectacled girl. But it was you. It was always you. The wavy-haired girl is confused, bewildered, overwhelmed. All she can think to do is escape. I hate you, she cries as she flees. I wish you would both just disappear forever. For the next 3 days, the girl barely eats or sleeps. Her heart aches with regret. Regret that she allowed her emotions to run roughshod. Regret at the horrible things she had said. On the day of pledging, the air in the school is heavy and thick. The professor clears her throat. She lists the students who have pledged themselves to each other. But the girl's friends are nowhere to be found. She watches blankly as one pair after another walk past with joy on their faces. But no matter how much time passes, her friends do not arrive. The professor is clearly troubled by this development. Knowing how close the three are, she asks the girl to search for them. As she runs, the girl comes to a realization. As long as they can both be happy, nothing else matters. She decides then and there to apologize to her friends, and to do all she can to support whatever decision they arrive at. Finally, she comes to a door held fast by a strange magic. Concerned, she quickly dispels it and proceeds inside. The boy lies before her. His body is cold and still.
We're fighting now?
Yes. I have no time for this. I won't go back.
The cause of his death is unknown. But as no magic art can revive him, a funeral is held the following day. The boy lies in his casket. His death is a mystery, and the bespectacled girl has vanished without a trace. The wavy-haired girl had wished them both away in a moment of rage, and now it had come to pass. If only she had supported them. If only she'd never loved the boy. If only. If only. If only. As regret clamps its cold fingers around her heart, she whispers 4 words to whatever god might be listening.
Those friends became a family in order to soothe each other's loneliness. But in the end, she's more alone than ever. In any case, you're doing great so far. Oh, and remember how I said you'll be paid? We'll need to gather Luna fragments to fix the moon, and here's your first one!
First one? Look, I appreciate whatever this is, but I can't stick around much longer.
You should just be thankful Mama's helping you, pal. Now show some freaking respect.
Don't threaten the poor child, babe. Also, Yuzuki, you may feel differently if we just keep going.
Huh? TVs. These are the same kinds of TVs we have at...
Think, Yuzuki. Remember, this is your own...
The scent of books fills the library of an urban high school. A boy's eyes race across the pages of a complicated technical manual. The only sounds are the scrape of his finger across paper and the faint cries of students outside. The library is a place apart. It is his sanctuary, his peace. But not on this day. The chatter of the other students fills the boy with annoyance. Unable to bear the shattered order of things, the boy closes the book and abandons his study. Casting a scathing glance at the other students, he exits the library without a word. The words and actions of his classmates serve to increase his loneliness, but he is used to it. He walks down the cold and sterile hallway of a hospital, one he has visited times beyond counting. The clinical scent of antiseptic calms his soul. The room is completely silent, save for the constant beep of an electrocardiogram. The woman in the bed is his mother. And though she is dead to the world, he slowly begins to tidy her room. He replaces the wilted flowers in the vase with a fresh and vibrant bouquet that smells of spring. They are violets, his mother's favorite, and she was delighted to see them when she was admitted. She suffers from a chronic heart condition that sees her constantly in and out of hospitals. A torn photograph of a family lies discarded on the floor. It shows him with his parents, an older sister, who had gone to live with their father after the divorce. The photo is all that remains of that fleeting moment of happiness. He pulls back the curtain, letting warm sunlight spill into the room. "No, Mother," he says as she attempts to sit up. "Just rest." Her ex-husband, the boy's father, had pushed the already brittle woman to her breaking point. His straightening finished, the boy goes to his mother's side. His heart clenches in his chest as he looks down on her grateful expression. His father had beaten his mother more times than he could count. The abuse was so severe, his mother could no longer stand. She had provided him with so much happiness when he was a child. He puts all that he can into his studies, so he might become a doctor and find a way to cure her. So he now devotes his life to her. Mom. Was that my past? How in the world?
You know what? I've got an idea. You know how you managed to restore the past in the Scarecrows? Well, I bet you can use that same trick to change your own past!
What? Do you promise?
You bet I do! Well, so long as you manage to fix the moon, that is.
Fine. I just need to collect more of those Luna fragments, right?
You really are such a nice young man, you!
Stop it. I'm going to collect every last one of those fragments.
I knew Mama could count on you! Now, come on! So much to do!
It seems we've finally reached the edge of the cage.
Oh,
What's this? The tree has borne fruit. You should definitely pick up everything you find on the floor. That's good advice for life in general, actually.
Commencing mission.
I have no time for this.
I hope we can do this.
Distant peaks, hidden lakes, majestic waterfalls. These are but some of nature's many strongholds, temples that refuse entry to mere mortals. They are secluded lands of great mystery. To conquer one is a magnificent feat indeed. This man is an adventurer who continually challenges such untrodden regions. He is the type who plunges into situations with abandon, armed with nothing but tempered muscle and honed wit. People who knew him when he was but a young sprout all say the same. He's changed, that one. Decades prior, the man was a hunter obsessed with treasure. Ruined castles and ancient tombs were the only places that could attract and hold his attention. And on occasions where he returned with a few coins in his pocket, he would head straight for the tavern to get violently drunk. As his reputation grew, people began to avoid him. But he paid no mind what others thought, instead setting off in search of his next fortune.
Commencing mission.
I have no time for this.
I hope we can do this. We're fighting now?
I shall take care of them.
I hope we can do this.
Enemy reinforcements confirmed. Eliminating. One day, he came to a ravine deep in the mountains. He slowly wound his way along a path on a sheer cliff face, the kind even wild beasts might hesitate to traverse. One misstep would mean a long fall, followed by a swift death. It was the edge of a knife. But the man's desire burned brighter than his fear. For he had heard tale of a legendary treasure that slumbered somewhere within the ravine. The price it might fetch was beyond counting. But with his will governed by greed, he became impatient. He moved faster, more careless, more reckless. Finally, his foot landed on a loose clump of soil and turned. He plunged into the ravine below without a sound. Commencing mission.
I have no time for this.
I hope we can do this. We're fighting now?
I have no time for this.
Commencing mission.
I have no time for this.
I hope we can do this.
When the man came to, the sun had long since abandoned him. He lay next to a creek at the bottom of the ravine. When he made to sit up, pain coursed through his body. His limbs would not obey his command, nor his fingers. Am I going to die here? Wondered the man. Just then, the moon peeked out from behind the clouds, illuminating the land around him. The midnight scenery was dazzling. Rocky cliffs scraped the sky, scoffing at the insignificance of humans. Trees danced in the breeze as if moved by magic. Stars spilled across the sky like jewels on velvet. The magnificence of nature was more brilliant than any treasure. The beautiful view, something he usually paid little mind to, began to stir something in the man's heart. And suddenly, he understood his purpose. The reason he walked the path between life and death. His heartbeat melted into the gentle murmur of the creek.
We're fighting now?
Enemy reinforcements confirmed. Eliminating.
I have no time for this.
We're fighting now?
I have no time for this.
We're fighting now?
I have no time for this.
Enemy reinforcements confirmed. Eliminating.
I still have things I need to do. Having found his greater purpose, the man forced himself to his feet and slowly made his way back home. Treasure and riches hold no meaning for him now. Instead, he seeks only the most dangerous and secluded lands. The more unforgiving a situation, the more joy he feels. Only when he stares death in the eye does he feel alive. His world had changed at the bottom of the ravine. He had changed. And he would never allow himself to go back. Now, when the people from his hometown see him, they all say the same thing. He's changed, that one. It's almost like nature has possessed him. Once again, the man sets off in search of new, unexplored lands. As he presses across a vast wilderness, his eyes glitter like a child's. For what he seeks can only be found on the edge of a knife.